Can't talk now, Steve. I've got to hose out some entrails. Oh, Steve, how could this terrible thing happen? I'm so sorry. Listen, I know you were mainly taking this job because of the wedding, but for your father's sake, I hope you'll still come to work here. What this business needs is new blood.
Haven't you got enough blood already?
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. Nostalgia is a waste of time, big guy. You need to move forward, and if you ask me, the lodge lies firmly in that direction. My condolences, Steve. When Stephanie was a little girl running through these halls, who would have believed something like this could happen to her? There's always a reason, big guy. There's always a reason. When it rains, it pours. Isn't that so? First, Edna goes through all that with her daughter. Then she loses her Dinah. If that happened to me, I'd hang myself.
Wow.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
There is such a thing as too soon.
Stephen, I'm glad you're here. As a graduate of Gein Memorial, you're a perfect example of what I'm trying to impress upon my class. That discipline forms the leaders of tomorrow. Class, I want you all to remember that Stephanie Potsdam sat at the same desk that you're sitting in now. And look what happened to her. Mind your P's and Q's, unless you want to wind up like her. Right, Stephen?
Steve, what the hell is wrong with you?
Really? And I take it you don't believe in predestination?
I don't know.
If you still haven't joined the Order by the time the Harvest Blood Drive rolls around, you will know firsthand. Ah, Stephen, you're just in time. I was about to administer a lesson in good citizenship to these youngsters. I'm sure one of these precious darlings burnt down the television station. And if the little shits could talk, I'm sure I'd find out who. But as it is... I guess everyone will have to take my special civics course again. Stop by anytime, Stephen.
I like how everyone just flits between sweet and psychotic at a moment's notice.
Say, can you spare a dime for a buckaroo who's down on his luck? The whole shebang just went up in flames, and I'm looking to mosey on to greener pastures, where the sunset's always golden, and there's always another savage to kill.
He looks like he belongs in Fallout. Alright, time to visit the scene of the crime.
I've tried so hard to find an excuse to keep on fighting. But Karen and I can't go out alone any longer. This diner he left us was all we had. It was always a struggle to keep it running in such a small town. And now we've lost it. I know that I can't afford to support us now. There's only one way out. I'm sure you won't be able to understand the depth of despair that would enable a mother to put a rope around her baby's neck and push her into the air and jump after her. I wonder if I'll hear her next now. If she kicks around and takes a long time to strangle me, I'll scream. But I won't cut her down. I've got to be stronger than I ever was before. But I hope she doesn't get it. God help us and forgive us, Edna Fitzpatrick.
What the hell is wrong with this game?
Sorry, I don't feel up right now. To talking, that is. Oh my. That's a right shame about Stephanie. Did I tell you? She reminded me of this girl I seen in one of my French postcards afore the missus burnt them up and took the broom to me. Stephanie was such a nice girl. I went over to have a look at the body, but there weren't nothing left attached, hardly. I always wondered what she looked like naked. Reckon someone found out, huh, kiddo?
And suddenly it gets worse.
Anytime, kiddo.
The fire station is still closed up. Hopefully they will return later.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing. Your fiancé's death was, no doubt, a tragic affair for those who knew her, loved her, and so forth. But to me, you simply can't get a nicer assignment. No organs left to remove, no fluids to drain, solvent parents, and no coffin to fuss over. I wish everybody could die as Stephanie did. Although it's true, only her hairdresser will know for sure now. The WHAR fire is just another example of the vagaries of my profession. Odd, after such a catastrophic conflagration, not to have any fatalities. Disappointing, in a way. I might have gotten some paying customers for a change. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
I found out that we can return the ledgers with no consequences.
Strange how there's a correlation between the bums who've died and the bums you've put up at your hotel.
I'm not a statistician.
Neither am I, but I can tell you, the odds against that ain't so good.
Hey, you may be right. A curious thing to do, snooping around old ledgers. You're an odd and resourceful young fellow. Then you intend to leverage this nominally engaging coincidence for personal gain? What an immoral thing to do, Stephen.
I'm not the one up to my ass in dead bodies.
Yes, but you have an unreasoning faith in the consistency of the universe. Things can change, young man.
I'll make the threats here or in the sheriff's office.
And be sure and tell Dwayne hello for me.
I thought we could actually return these, but maybe not right now. The last time that we spoke to Mr. Johnson, he seemed to have been broken. Hopefully he's better now.
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. I just gave the Tucker a tune-up. I'll talk to you later. Steve, I was sorry as all get out to hear about Stephanie. She was a sweet young thing. I used to watch her walk down the street to school every morning, standing on 2 medium-sized apple crates and squinting through the crack in the fence on those days when it didn't hail. I can still imagine her, so pure and innocent, sashaying down the street, while I tried to balance on the rickety crates and pressed against the fence with one hand to steady myself. She never stopped to say hi, but that was probably just because I was totally hidden. I'd like to think that was the case. I'll miss her. Good work rescuing Karen. Of course, you queered my play with Edna, but I suppose a little girl's life is more important than my sex life, right? So Pastorelli's barber pole got stolen. Big deal. Now me, I know tragedy. Of course, Pastorelli got electrocuted, but at least his pain is over. DNA's diner burned down. What a shame. Women running things, that's the problem. If she'd had a man around, that fire never would have happened. What a waste. Damn terrible thing, that business with the TV station. I can't sleep now. Keep waking up in a cold sweat. I'm thinking of getting some fireproof aluminum siding for my garage. Think that's a good idea?
Sure, why not?
Bye now.
Alright, that's the rounds done. Let's go and get this spinal column. We know that there is a Potsdam mausoleum in the cemetery. We are unable to get through the front doors, but maybe we can go inside for a different entrance.
Damn it!
Or we can make our own. Now, you may have noticed a very lovely doggy working its way towards us, but this one isn't so friendly. We can actually arm ourselves in this game, not just against dogs, but against anyone. I'm not sure if there is a weapon that's better than the rest. I'm sure they have their own stats, but I don't know what they are. But for now, let's arm ourselves with the axe. We'll try not to die. That wasn't so bad. Alright, let's get back to the lodge. I'm sure there are different stats for these weapons. I'm not even sure if there is different reaches and such. I'm not even sure how you can measure it. I guess it depends on how many hits it takes to take something down.
You have done well. Now let the initiation commence. As your mystagogue, it is requested and required that I turn over this sacred dagger to you to aid you in your quest.
What is this?
You must now enter the lodge. Initiates find it a hostile place.
Are you supposed to help me or get me killed?
I'm starting you on the path of initiation to a very special, very exclusive brotherhood. I am merely the administrator of a test. Whether you view me as an enemy or a friend depends on how well you're prepared to pass.
This thing? You haven't said what it is.
It is a special weapon. Using it will be part of the initiation.
Something tells me we won't find anything out about Stephanie until we have gone through whatever the hell this is. Right now we have no other choice.
You always have a choice, Initiate. Which choices you make matter only to you. Whatever occurs in here is relevant to the great question which you cannot help but answer. What is at issue is whether in answering the question you will find the answers you seek. You will encounter those intent on preventing or prompting your answer, depending on how you look at it. While the assumption is you want to live, dying is easy and provides its own answer, but not for you.
Just tell me, is Stephanie dead or being held within?
The membership director on the second level keeps track of such things.
Oh, great. Then you are against me.
I am the Sergeant at Arms. I am here to ensure that the protocols are observed. Deviation from a protocol shall result in punishment. Remember what I have told you. Now, let the initiation begin.
Interesting. 4 Americans, and we have Beethoven as well. Barbara Bush? There must be some sort of logic behind this. A midget display light. Okay.
Ah, you're here. Excellent. You'll find them through that door.
Excuse me?
You are the exterminator, are you not?
No.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll have a hard time of it, sir. Recently, the lodge has become infested by pests. They need exterminating, or, to be blunt, sir, they need killing. And plenty.
This guy seems familiar.
The second floor, sir. The entrance is hidden, but a little reflection should reveal the answer. To find the key to the second floor, reach deep within yourself. I wish you good luck, sir. I only hope you can stomach what's ahead. Ah, you're here. Excellent. You'll find them through that door.
Excuse me?
You are the exterminator, are you not?
No.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll have a hard time of it, sir. Recently, the lodge has become infested by pests. They need exterminating, or, to be blunt, sir, they need killing. And plenty.
It seems like that video was cut off for some reason.
We're not speaking of cockroaches. A bewildering variety of deadly beasts lie beyond, and just before the annual board meeting. Dreadful. I wish you good luck, sir. I only hope you can stomach what's ahead.
Alright. Let's just leave. Lovely. They've taken all of our inventory. We can go west or we can go east. It does not matter. Either way, we have to face one of these creatures. Yeah, I'm not going to go this way because this is where the other monster is. And we've already taken a bit of a beating. What are you? We have blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes as well, but they all give the same description. The main focus here is on the big eye. I believe the clue was about reflecting on yourself and looking in on yourself. But to solve this puzzle, we just need to cut this eye open. This is a notification to say we are now covered in slime, and this will slowly kill us if we're not careful. But we can't do anything about it right now. You can get through that segment without being covered in slime, but as you can see, I am not a professional at this game. Oh. Is this our first real live plant? We have 3 exits. I'm going to begin by going through the one on the back wall. Hello to you too. Well, it seems like this blade is not as good as the axe. Is this meant to be reminiscent of the Last Supper? Lovely. Once again, we can go either west or east. Let's go east.